Hello and welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I thought about doing this video. It popped into my head one day and I was like, we have to do this. And this is basically just like, you know how people do skincare routine videos? I thought I would do like a hair care video and tell you all the stuff that I use on my hair because I think my hair is pretty. It's one of my only positives. And I just thought it might be fun, you know, maybe if you either have a similar hair type to me and you want to know what stuff I use, or if you don't, you just want to watch this video, like, I just thought it might be fun to kind of go through it all. So that's what we're going to do. I'll give you some background on my hair first. I have long hair. It's very thick, and there is a lot of it, but it is naturally very straight. This here is my natural hair texture. I did my blow dry routine yesterday that you'll see, but I didn't straighten it or do anything to it today. So, like, my natural hair has a little bit of wave, like the slightest wave to it, but for the most part, I would classify my hair as pretty straight. So there's not a ton of things I have to do to keep my hair straight. However, if we're in an instance where I want to curl my hair, then that's a whole process, and it takes me like an hour and 45 minutes. So that's a thing. So keep that in mind throughout this video. I also typically, you know, I've always had, like, I don't know if it's thinner hair or whatever, but up here, I've always found that it gets kind of greasy kind of fast. So, if anything, that's one of the, I think, the benefits to having the white pieces at the front is, having bleached it, my hair is drier up here now than it used to be, so I don't get quite as greasy looking up there as fast as I used to. I don't know, that's just a thing I've noticed. But yeah, so, I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I use, and yeah. So the first thing where I thought I should start is my shampoo and conditioner. So I bought these in December. I got my hair cut. I literally go to First Choice to get my hair cut. I don't have a hairstylist, any of that, because salons aren't really wheelchair accessible. I mean, not only are the buildings seldom physically accessible, but like the whole process of getting your hair done professionally is not accessible. I can't transfer those chairs. Even if I could, I'm not tall enough. You know, the back would be way up behind my head. They couldn't use the bowls on me. Like, the whole process of getting your hair done professionally is not for me, and that is why I have always largely done my hair myself here. Unless I need cuts, then I just go to like the 15-minute, $15 type haircut thing, and they just give me long layers, and that's it. So I did that, but I had a really great girl. I'll go back to her a bajillion times. And she put me onto the shampoo and conditioner. They were selling them there at the time in like a bundle, and it was only $20. This is Matrix, and this is their Keep Me Vivid line, so it's for color-treated hair, which I obviously have. And so far, so good. I really like this. I feel like it really conditions my hair, but it also, something that I dislike about a lot of hydrating shampoos is that I feel like they don't get product out of my hair at the same time. Like, I want my hair to feel clean. I want to come out of the shower feeling like my hair has nothing on it, but I also don't want it to feel like completely stripped of what's supposed to be there, you know? It's very confusing, but these are what I've been using. I have been still sprinkling in my Briogeo Don't Despair Repair shampoo and conditioner because I still have those, but these, like, holding them here now in my hands, they're much emptier than I thought they were. I'm gonna have to rebuy them, I guess, because I really quite like them, and I will continue to use them. Oh, and like I said, I obviously have color treated hair. I did just rebleach my blonde like last week, but I have not redone the black in a very long time. So in some of the clips of me styling my hair, you're gonna see how horrific my roots are. Just keep that to yourself, okay? Just keep it to yourself. So, when I get out of the shower, I use a microfiber towel. It was literally a free gift in a Shein order. Don't judge me. And I just squish my hair. When my sister comes over, she's much stronger than me, so I have her do it. But, you know, I see people in movies, like, rough up their hair with towels. Don't do that. You're just going to break your hair off. So I just put it in, and I, like, twist, and I squeeze, and I get out all the excess product, and then I use a leave-in. So I've been using this leave-in lately. This is the Kristen a Weightless Shine leave-in conditioner. My sister bought this for her hair, but her hair is extremely dry, and it wasn't enough. So she gave it to me, and my hair is not as dry as hers, and so far, so good. I do like it, but I haven't been using it for very long, so I didn't want to completely recommend it to you yet. Instead, I'm going to show you the two that I use most often, which is the OUAI leave-in conditioner. I use this all the time, and then I also use the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother. When I use the Olaplex, I especially make sure that I put it on my blonde pieces because they have obviously been more damaged than my black has, and I use this. So those are the 3/2 main leave-in conditioners that I use. So, once I'm out of the shower, and I have my leave-in in, what I do is I separate my hair into basically the bottom 2/3 versus the top third. I don't really care how the bottom 2/3 look, right? I just want it dry. So what I do is I clip up the top third, and I rough dry the bottom 2/3 with just like a regular blow dryer. I have a travel size Eva NYC blow dryer that I got from Winners. I have to use a travel size blow dryer because most regular ones are too big for me and they're too heavy. So, and that is mainly the point of that is for me to get rid of most of the bulk of the wetness in my hair. You know what I mean? And then once we're done with that and it's time to like actually start kind of caring how it looks at the end, I go into the insert insert blowout here. Yes, by insert name here. I liked this when I first bought it, but I didn't really get the hang of it until a little while ago. And let me tell you, have always been someone who hates blow drying their hair because it's just exhausting. My arms are tired by the end of it. My hair is so long. It takes so long. But this product has completely changed the game for me. I am obsessed with this. I actually, like, when I went to use this the other day to wash my hair, after I washed my hair to show it to you, I kind of talked about how I use it. So we're just going to go to that clip from me from the other day and how I use this. I hate blow drying my hair. I always have. I always will. But this INH, the insert blowout here, made it slightly more bearable because it's not heavy. It's really easy for me to use. And it just gets the job done. So what I do is I split my bottom hair in two, and I just keep doing this with it while it's on until the hair is kind of dry. And what I do is I do it on the high setting. I thought it was called hot, but high setting for a while, and then honestly, I usually stop that once I'm getting too warm, and then I switch to cool, and I just end it with the cool a couple times, so I'll show you that now. So it's not perfectly dry, it's still a little bit wet, but dry enough for me. I would call this like 85-90% dry. So the top part is what's more important to me because people see this, I see this. You see that? So I part my hair down the middle so that I can kind of flip it any way I want when it's dry. So I take one half down, and we just put the other one up in a little odongo. So now with the bottom underneath layers, I'm a little more willy-nilly about how I'm using this. With the top layers, it's really important to me to get the skinny sides right at the root, and then to pull out and away so that it creates some semblance of volume, because without that, I don't have any. So really what I do is I just take sections I start at the back, and I just kind of create them with my finger as I go. And then, like I said, skinny side to the root, and then pull up and out, curl at the end to add a little extra volume, and then out. And then I just throw the section back, grab a new one. That's how we do it. Let's go. I like to split it so that I'm saving some of these front pieces for the end. So that's one whole half done. See, look how cute. Now for the last piece. Now sometimes I will just incorporate the bangs from the other side a little bit too, so that everything is really uniform. The hair in my eye and I can't find it. There it is. And I always like to curl the bangs forward. Okay, and that's it. We'll just flip all that back, let it do whatever it wants. And that's how I get my hair. Like a big wet chunk in the back here I'll have to redo, but that's all I do at night. And then I don't go to bed for another couple of hours, so I just kind of hang out, and the rest of my hair really just kind of air dries. And then that took me not even 20 minutes alone. My camera is telling me, and I talked, which means I was slower than usual. So, TLDR, if you're someone like me who hates blow drying their hair, maybe try something like this, because it's amazing and it completely changed my life. So then, I shower at night because as a person with a disability that limits my ability to move, I am not in control, really, of how and when I bathe. So, my family mainly has time to help me get in and out of the shower at night. So that's just how it works, you know? So, I shower at night, I blow dry my hair so that I'm not sleeping on wet hair. I used to just sleep on wet hair and say whatever, but I blow dry it now. And then in the morning, if my hair needs it, I will do little things to spruce it up. Like I do own a straightener, even if I don't use it very often. I have had this straightener probably since I was in the 9th grade. This is by GVP. I think it's supposed to be like an off-brand of Chi. I literally have had this for most of my life. And I still have it, and I still use it, and it still works great, and it's... I don't know, it's great. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? So for me, this is mainly for when I have random sections or random pieces of my hair that have waved overnight if I didn't blow dry it, or if, or if I, let's be honest, I sweat a ton when I sleep, so sometimes we get wavy, so I just will straighten them if I have to. Now, in the rare but albeit frustrating times when I decide that curling my hair would be a good idea, I have a curling iron. This is by the brand PluggedIn. I have had this curling wand probably since high school. It is one of those tapered ones, and it is from Sally Beauty. My mom literally has the exact same one. I'm pretty sure my sister also has the same one. And we just all like it, so that's why we have this one. I like that you can control the temperature. I like that the very end doesn't get hot. I still burn myself somehow every time I use this. But to curl my hair, I do similar to how I do when I blow dry it. I clip up like the top third and I just grab chunks underneath and I just curl it until it's all done. But there are some products that I use to help ensure curliness. So first and foremost, heat protectant. I also use this if and when I straighten. This is the BTZ Beyond the Zone Turn Up the Heat Flat Iron Protection. I also use it for curling. This is pretty much the only heat protectant I've ever used, and again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It smells like cotton candy. I think one of my hairdresser friends when I was younger used this, and that's why I bought the same one. It is also from Sally Beauty, and it's just still the same one. I even see professionals still today using this one. So, why would I change, right? So I just used this one, and then I saw this on TikTok, and I went out and bought it. So this is the Redken Fashion Work 12 hairspray. So what you're supposed to do with this hairspray specifically is spray the piece of hair, brush it out, and then curl it. Or I guess straighten it if you want to, but for me it's curling. And it's supposed to help hold the curl longer without making your hair feel crunchy. So having hair that is as straight as mine is, it needs all the help it can get. So sometimes if it's a particular area of my head where I know my hair doesn't curl, I do that. And then also when the curl is still hot, I will clip it in place so that it cools down in that ringlet, you know? So those products together, the heat protectant, the hairspray, my curling wand, and occasionally keeping pieces clipped up if I have to, that is the only way that I am ever able to get any kind of curl to stay in my hair. I will also sometimes go over it at the end with a heavy hold hairspray, but I really don't like to do that because it does leave your hair very crunchy. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, if I need my hair to look curled and look nice, then that's what I have to do. But I really rarely curl my hair. It's really for only special occasions. So for the most part, I have straight hair, and it's largely my natural texture. So if I wake up on the second and or third day since I've washed my hair, and my hair is starting to look a little greasy, a little flat, there are some things that I do to help revitalize it. First and foremost being this plugged in heated round brush. Now, I do have one qualm with this, and that is that it doesn't have temperature control and it gets really hot. So, I have in the past used it on my hair for too long and had little broken pieces. Okay, remember that girl who burned her hair off? Not quite that bad, but like a little bit, especially because my pieces at the front are so bleached these days. So what I do is I separate that front section of hair just like I do with the blow dry round brush, and I put it underneath, and I hold, and I pull up, and I just kind of let that happen just to create some more fullness at the front, create this swoop that I love on kind of both sides a little bit. It's not really doing it right now, but whatever. And that's kind of how I get on the second and third day the volume back. A product that I was recently put onto that I really, really love is this Got to Be Powderful. Now, this is a product that you can get at like all drugstores, and it's like $12. And when I'm telling you a little bit goes a long way, a little bit goes a long way. I have footage for you too of me using this, so let's just go to that instead because that's a better way to show it. I should really do a Tuesday review on this product alone. This is the Got to Be Powderful powder. It's like a dry shampoo on steroids. It's very intense. Every time I've used this so far, I've used way too much. So we're going to try to not use too much this time. And the thing is, you just sprinkle a little bit of this. You can either do it into your hair, you can do it into your hands, and then do this. It's going to give you hella body. Now, the only problem that I have is that it does make your hair feel gross. And I'm such a texture person, especially with my hair, because I play with it so much. But sometimes there are sacrifices in this life that you have to make. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just use my pinky, because this half of my hair is much. There we go. I'm just going to pat that in a little bit. Flip the hair back over. And it definitely feels like there's powder in my hair. Like, in the past, I've based my like of dry shampoos on if they feel like I have things in my hair, but this, like, look at that. Look at that difference. I don't know, man. I just really like having body in my hair at the top. I think it's maybe partly because I don't have it naturally, and we always want what we don't have. I am going to put a little bit on this side just to even it out, but, like, where should it go? Should it go, yeah, maybe it should go, like, out here a little bit. So we're just going to So just a little bit more volume in my hair that way, a little bit less potential greasy look. I don't have it in my bangs right now, the greasy look, mainly because I did just bleach my roots the other day, so they're still kind of fried. But often I will have to use that powder in my roots, like in the roots in the front as well. So yeah, this is a great product, as long as you don't care about your hair maybe feeling a little bit dirty. But if you're just going for how it looks, which I think most people are, because I hope strangers on the street aren't touching your hair. Yeah, I really like that. Products I'm still on the lookout for that I currently don't own. I would love to get some kind of dry hair oil for the ends. My ends are not as dry as they used to be. I did get my hair cut not too long ago. Well, like December, and it's April now, but whatever. So my ends aren't as bad as they used to be. And I don't know. It's just sometimes, depending on the weather, or depending on, I don't know what, the ends of my hair feel like they could use a little extra drink. So I would love to find some kind of oil that I could put on my hair while it's dry, and just put it on the very ends to help give them a drink. I don't know what product to use for that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. I would gladly take it. But yeah, overall, that is how I do and maintain my hair. I also dye my hair myself, which I'm sure you know. Like I mentioned earlier, I just bleached my roots recently myself, and my sister has to help me with the black so that I don't get it in the blonde, but we'll have to do that again soon too as well. And overall, this is my hair. I think I finally found the hair care routine that really works for me. It's only taking me 28 years, but we finally got there. And I'm happy to be here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!